Refugee resettlement in Lewiston started happening around 2001. In the United States, the refugee resettlement program places people in cities around the United States. The relocations that occurred in 2001 were predominantly Somalis. Within a year's time, between February of 2001 and February 2002, we estimated there were about 600, 700 individuals that lived in the community. And by August of 2002, we estimated it was almost 1,000. The speed with which they were relocating into the community was very little comparison to any other community in the United States. It's creating a more vibrant downtown, not only in filling storefronts, but it creates a more vibrant downtown in the diversity that it presents to a community. I mean, we're part of a global discussion.
I have been in the United States for almost 6 years. I moved to Maine in 2012. My name is Joseph Kalilwa. I am a senior and I was born in Congo.
My name is Marcel Malonda. I'm a senior this year and I was born in Congo.
I think that about 85 to 90% of our players are not Caucasian, which in the whitest state in the country is a bit unusual. The kids play all the time. It's part of their culture. It's part of their passion. It's in their blood.
Thumbs up!
My name is Mike McGraw. I teach biology here at Lewiston High School, and I'm the boys varsity soccer coach. One of the practices in preseason, all of the African kids were putting their cleats on and shin pads and stuff on by the storage shack, which was in the shade. And all the white kids were up on a light pole where there was a cement block in the sun. And in the middle was a hilly patch of grass. And so I said, this really can't happen. I told both groups to come to the middle of the green patch on the hill. And I said, you guys have to be together. And then I just picked a few of them and put them in different spots so that they would be, and the phrase that I used was speckled them in together so that they would be together. And then I told them that this is how a team plays.
He organized us, you know, to intermingle with each other.
This is how you will be successful, because you have to do it together. There's no separation. And I said, it would be nice if you were like this in school with each other, but at least out here on the field, you should be together.
Joe, get ready.
I know that, of course, some of them, when they were very young, were refugees, and the only exposure they had to the game was playing in the dirt with a ball of clothing. I know that some of them, their families have seen some hardship, lost some family members because of civil war, because of bandits or bad people. But, you know, they're kids, they're resilient. Some of them consider themselves very lucky.
These individuals and their parents
Have a good game, buddy. Hey, have a good game today. All right? You too, man.
I'm ready. I'm fine.
I know you are. I know we're ready. We are ready.
Something unique about our team is diversity. My name's Ian Hussey. I'm a senior this year, and I am from Lewiston, Maine. We had people from Spain, and we had people from Germany in the past, but we also had people from Congolese, Kenya, all sorts of places, and it's just pretty incredible how we can all just communicate like we all grew up together.
So even though we don't really speak the same language, we understand when we play soccer, we really understand each other.
I'd mentioned to them, you know, if the community can see that high school kids can get along and high school kids can do things together, then maybe that can be true in the adult world, in the business community, in the city of Lewiston, and everywhere.
You have guys from all different countries and they all get along, you know. All we want to do is play soccer, so we have something in common, so we just come together, you know. They love the beautiful game, so all we want to do is come together, you know, find a way to communicate and win the championship. It was all our goal. One goal of all the players was to win state, you know.
Everybody out, let's go!
The 2015 team was what I'd call the dream team in a perfect storm. We won't see another team like that for another generation, at least.
The flip throw coming. Malid Abdow. Nigro going up for it. He missed it. Bounces in. And we have the breakthrough. It's the all-time leading scorer for the Lewiston Blue Devils, who gets it done. Abdi Sharif Hassan breaks through. Lewiston 1, Scarborough 0.
Yeah, Lewiston High School walked away with a championship November 7, 2015. That was a pretty incredible moment. Not to mention that it was our first state title ever won, so that made it even better.
Do it for your family. Let's go! Yeah! 1, 2, 3, 1, 2!
That day, I couldn't believe it. It was like a dream. I was dreaming.
Hey, and they will stop the clock here. Their first ever Class A state championship in Lewiston High School history.
We love the story of those 8 kids that were on the team that knew each other in the refugee camps and get an opportunity to get together in Lewiston and be on this team and help the city and the high school get its first soccer championship in 40 years. It's a fantastic story.
Yeah, it was a magical moment.
The lessons in sports are important in a sense that you learn tolerance, you learn sportsmanship, you learn, sometimes you learn just how competitive you are and where the line is broken and where it's bent. With my players, when they leave, they'll understand that things in the world aren't exactly fair all the time. But to survive, you've got to find ways to compensate. So I tell my players, score more, beat the other team, shake their hand, and then go home.